We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Freddie Peralta is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
And that brings up Javi Baez. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Kane is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. So a runner at first with 2 away, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. From the belt, the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. Cubs 0. Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
Drilled on the ground is short. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Here's Brock Holt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kipnis onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So stepping in, Keston Hiura, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Yelich leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. There goes the runner. Pitches a strike. The throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
The 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Brewers strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Number 44, Anthony.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at. All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Christian Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014, covers a ton of ground out there, and don't test the arm.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Lifted the other way to left center. Garcia has a read on it. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Off speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And Jason Kipnis up next will bat this inning.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
The second baseman,
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
No score here as we play inning number 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Garcia. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Omar Narvaez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Omar Narvaez.
from the stretch. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. And he got him.
Batting fifth.
So here's Avisail Garcia. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 5. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with two gone. And that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in two now.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Hit on the ground out to short. There's Baez. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Fouled off. Ready with the 0-2. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Darvish pauses. 2-2 pitch on its way. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. So here now is the pitcher, Yu Darvish, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Javier Baez as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty. So
that'll bring up Jason Hayward. High fly ball out to deep right field. Kane going back at the track. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up at the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
The third baseman.
As he's reaching at a curveball and comes up empty, it's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line drive base hit.
Nice adjustment by the batter right there. You cannot fault the pitcher for going to that well again. First one he swings and misses through, and this one the batter's able to execute and drive it for a base hit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Striding into the box, Freddie Peralta, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Freddie Peralta.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Count even at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there, and he makes the catch for the out. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Now batting, shortstop, Brock Holt.
Standing in now, Brock Holt, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Runners on the move for second. Again, another foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he's out. Oh, and the throw is over his head. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
1-2 for Christian Yelich.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Milwaukee leaves 1. They still trail 1-0. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. Kane is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Here comes the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be...
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Kipnis.
As a look, now the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Kipnis, or Kip for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Liner toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Keston Hiura.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Stepping in now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here's the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's 0-2 to Avisaíl Garcia.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Eric Sogard. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. New inning set to get underway. Standing in, Yu Darvish. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Yeah, batting averages are much better 1-0 in a count than they are when the count is even. They opted to go with a pitch out to lead off the at-bat, and it obviously cost them. No real damage done yet, but now they've even got a tougher situation to deal with.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The 1-0 home. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Foul. Ready with the 1-1. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Yelich is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looking to minimize the damage here. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. And that retires the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs are on top 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Justin Smoke, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Popped him up. Rizzo is there. 1 down. Ryan Braun will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Brewers. Number 8, Ryan Braun.
Late that time for a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Heading out towards shallow right. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail things here 2-0. Brent Suter takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Brent Suter.
Top half of the 6th about to get started. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. Garcia is camped under this one. One pitch, one away.
The batter.
Digging in,
The
Ian
center
Happ.
fielder, Ian Happ.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit to short. Over to Smoke at first, and there are two away.
Up next to the Cubs.
Now in the box,
second baseman,
Jason Kipnis, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And that misses 2-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This is skied into short left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. They certainly. Stepping up now, Brock Holt will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
0-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
And he struck him out. 2nd time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Up next to the
Ready now, Christian Yelich.
the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches,
Now
2
batting.
strikeouts?
The
Doesn't get
second
much
baseman.
better than that.
Justin Ura.
To the plate now, Keston Hiura. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ray Black is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 50, Ray Black.
So digging in now, Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The pitcher, Yu Darvish.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So now to the plate, Javier Baez, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Jason Hayward will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Now at the plate, Omar Narvaez. He went down on strikes last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Pulled toward right center field. Hayward giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 24.
1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Eric Sogard. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Lifted the other way to left center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail it here 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alex Claudio is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Ben Gamble will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. It will First pitch on its way. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in on it is Kane. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 44.
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And that misses, ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's got it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. And this will go down on his face. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Darvish pauses. Here it is on 0-1. High comes on and makes the catch. Next for Milwaukee, Brock Holt. He's gone hit, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Low for ball 1. Fastball well outside.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to left, and that's in there, base hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it, so he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Tyrone Taylor will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 15, Tyrone.
And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. In is Christian Yelich. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Now a swing, and wouldn't you know it, here's a ground ball to the guy fresh into the ball game out at short. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Happ retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 2-0. Orlando Arcia is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 3, Orlando.
Stepping into the box, Ian Happ. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance.
The center fielder, number 8.
Here's the first pitch to him. The 0-1. Grounded slowly to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Runner at first following the error. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's set and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And therefore it is Hura for the first out of the inning. Steven Souza will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for Chicago, number 21, Steven Souza Jr.
Out in front of it, strike one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Runners on first with one down. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to Smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Craig Kimbrell is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Bottom of the inning now. Ready for another chance. Keston Hiura. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Hayward is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Wow, what a powerful performance. 8 shutout innings in line for the win.
In now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Kimbrell is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Jed Jerko will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Cubs get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Yu Darvish earns his first win of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Craig Kimbrell earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cubs held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 2-0. Blake Snell struck out 15 overall with the win, leading Tampa Bay to a win over Pittsburgh 4-0. The St. Louis Cardinals got past the Reds in Cincinnati 3-2. The Phillies swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-6. The New York Mets hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Nats 4-3. The Atlanta Braves put together 10 total hits as they got a road win against Arizona 5-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-0. The Rockies had 12 hits as a team as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 6-5. The Red Sox combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 4-3. The Bronx Bombers went deep 4 times as they beat the O's in Baltimore 10-5. The Chicago White Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 9-4. The Tigers got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-1. The Minnesota Twins defeated the A's in Oakland 6-5. Todd Frazier sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 14-5. The Stros knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 4-3. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.